Hello Nintendo fans, my name is James and I'm here today to help you with your latest purchase of Minecraft. Today I'm going to be discussing what the Minecraft Wii U Edition is all about, what it includes, what's good about it, what's bad about it, how it performs, and why you should purchase it. So I'm actually going to just boot up the game and I'm going to record this all in live time so you guys can see some of the speeds of the game and what it actually looks to play like on a gamepad, which is what I'll be looking at. So there is a camera above me, as you can see, and there is also a camera capturing the Wii U as we currently play, so everything should be synced up. This will show what it actually looks like in live time. So we're going to click on this world and I'm going to be talking you through some of the things that this version includes, and well, let's begin with that. So included in the base game you will actually receive the Battle and Beast skin pack, the Battle and Beast skin pack 2, the Natural texture pack, the City texture pack, the Fantasy texture pack, and the Festive mashup pack. Now, I would like to go through all of them and actually show you them, but that would be a little bit time consuming and there are better videos of that elsewhere. So, welcome to Minecraft. How does this version stack up against all the other ones? Well, let's have a little look. So, as you can see, the game runs absolutely buttery smooth, and that's actually insanely impressive for a game that's running on the gamepad as well. Right, so I just killed a cow. Now this game actually runs natively in 720p at 60 frames per second, which is actually pretty crazy compared to the Xbox 360 edition, which runs at a very jittery 30 frames per second at 720p. But don't be confused by the PlayStation 4 specifications, this actually does have a world size of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, so it's not an insanely small world, but it is a small world. So a lot of people want to know, how does the touchscreen controls stack up? A lot of people were a little bit outraged when you couldn't use touchscreen controls with this game, and well, that's kind of a myth. You actually can, but just not in the way you'd expect. So some available options are as to touch. You can touch here. So I can select between like leather. Here I'm touching the iron axe, and then a flint and steel. Take a bit of steak there. But if I open up my inventory, I can't touch anything, right? Which is a little bit weird, right? Why have it elsewhere but not here? But let's say I want to open up crafting. I can touch it here. It's very, very counterintuitive, and it really does take away from the experience of using touchscreen controls. It makes you not want to use them. Like here, these options work. Can I cycle through them? No. So why have touchscreen controls? Why be able to touch here if I can't even cycle through them? It just makes no sense to me. It's a little bit of a shame as well, because these controls could have been utilized very, very well. So we head down here. Now, a lot of people want to know, what is this game actually like to play? Well, it's actually, to me, fantastic, right? So if I just show you this little angle here, we're using these buttons here, the ZR and the ZL buttons to punch. So this is punch, this is place, and then you're going to be using the right bumper and the left bumper to actually select through all of your inventory space. So if we get down to here, I'll show you that out. Right, so if I was to smash this wall, I could press this button here, and as you'll see on camera, it will smash away at the wall. And if I pick up a block, which I can do by going into my inventory and equipping a block, so we've got some gravel here, we can place this down, bam. Very nice, very fluid. Alright, so what do all these other little buttons do then? We've got quite a lot of buttons here. Well, A is obviously jump, B is throw, Y is crafting, and X is inventory, so that's pretty intuitive. Once you get used to that, if you're coming over from the PC edition, you get used to that very, very fast, right? So what do these directional buttons do? Well, they do nothing while you're in this stage, but if you are in crafting, you can use them to cycle through crafting windows, which is how I personally like. Instead of going like this, let's find an area here where we can go up and down. I personally like to do this. Much faster. I feel like you can push down, it's got a little bit of a faster speed if you're tapping away at that. So that's quite nice. Some of these other buttons, select, will open up the host options, so you can click on me, and we can decide to like mute me or anything like that. I feel like there are more options here, yeah. So you've got fire, spread, TNT, and these are just standard console options, so we'll click off of that. Start, pauses the game. And now one thing that I've not managed to do is open up, well, actually, now that I think about it, I was just about to completely say something completely wrong then. I was just about to say I haven't managed to open up the map, and then I realised that the map is a piece of paper, and I've played way, way, way too much Terraria. So, what's my overall opinion? Well, this version, for me, is the better version of all of the console editions. I know that's bad to say because it has the decreased world size, but the factor that I love the most is the gamepad. Last night I spent so much time in bed just like peering down at this thing, and it runs so smoothly. It's like actually running like the 360 edition right here. Like, that's what it really feels like. And then when I look up at my giant television, it mirrored perfectly. This is the edition that's going to be great if you still live in a household where there are other people wanting to use the television. If you're a little bit young, say you're about 8 or 9 years old, and you don't have your own television in your room, which a lot of 8 or 9-year-olds don't, and you want to play Minecraft all the time, I actually really recommend this. This is great. And if you're a parent watching this video, and that's a really important thing, if you are a parent watching this, this is going to be a great version to pick up for your child. Because one, it's going to come with DLC in the base game, which means that children won't be asking for more money. I know that's a big factor with games. Games are very expensive. There are a lot of games that kids want around this time, and if you've already got an edition that has all the paid content in it, you're going to be much happier. So this comes with DLC already available. That ups the price of the game, but it does work out equally over time. Another thing, if you're a parent, is if you purchase this edition, you're more likely to be watching your child. Right, nothing's going to go wrong. If he's on a PC and he's playing this, there is a possibility that it will end up in a server. He could be bullied. He could be, I don't know, terrorized. That's the problem with PC gaming. I don't feel like children should be exposed to PC gaming at a very young age. I feel like this is the way to play it. It also has split-screen multiplayer, which is fantastic if you own a HD television, so you can play along with your child, and that's actually a really great experience. If you are one of these parents that just don't get it yet, this is probably the edition for you as well, because it's very intuitive. The crafting system is a lot nicer than on the PC edition, because it's easier. You don't have to remember so much stuff. And I just feel like if you're a parent, this is probably the version you must go with. If you're a parent and you own a Wii U, you've already looked out because the Wii U has got some really family-friendly games. To my knowledge, you can do voice chat on this, and that may be a factor for some people that they do like or don't like. I've not tested it out personally. For someone like me, I guess it's good because I get to talk to people, although I imagine the audio quality isn't that great. But for a parent, that can be a little bit of a factor that you may have to remain. Please be aware that children can join multiplayer games. There can be offensive content. I believe Nintendo does a great job of censoring some of the signs. I believe if you craft a sign, they can be censored by Nintendo, so if you use any curse words or anything like that. But that's going to do it for today's little mini review. I just want to talk about some of the great stuff in this game. I love that it runs at 60 FPS in 720. I love the gamepad. I don't like the steep price. It is £20 or $30, which is quite expensive for a version of Minecraft, considering it is cheaper on PC. And just like I said, this version is great if you are a parent looking to buy this for the child for the first time. If you are already an avid fan of Minecraft, say you're a teenager, should you pick up this edition? Well, yes and no. If you really, really like Minecraft and you need to own it on your Wii U, then yes. If you already own Minecraft on another system, you do not need to pick this up. So that's going to do it for today's video. Shout out to the ambulance people outside my window and have a great day. If you'd also like to see a Let's Play of this, I might start one on my second channel, Jippy's Couch, which is actually a perfect place for videos like this. Have a little think about that one. Thank you all for watching. My name is James and I hope this helped you. Peace.